Hi guys, this is your trusted Desi Pincher back after a kind of a longish time. We're going to review Laal Singh Chaddha and we have with us Sharad Jagtiani. For people who don't know who Sharad Jagtiani is.
Who doesn't know me?
The two people that don't know who Sharad is actually my super duper senior from Symbiosis, but then he is also a very well known actor. You might have seen him in Scam 1992. He played, what did he play?
Rajdeep Desai.
Rajdeep Sar Desai.
Not Desai.
Yeah.
Not Shah Desai. My character was Rajdeep Desai.
Rajdeep
It's
Desai.
like based
they
on,
played on the name part. Huh?
Based on him, but not
yeah.
exactly him.
So you've seen him in that, and you would have also seen him in a lot of commercials.
Yeah.
If you've seen, if there's a doctor in a commercial, that's him.
99.9% doctors भरोसा करते हैं इस hand wash पे.
That is him. And that 1% is also him. 0.1%.
0.001%
is also him. इसमें कीड़ा है कीड़ा. वो
कीटाणु
सिम्स में के सब लोगों में है. सिम्स के सब लोगों में है. Right guys. Yeah. So we're gonna talk about Laal Singh Chaddha. We saw Laal Singh Chaddha today morning.
क्या पता हमें है कहानियाँ हैं कहानी में हम.
And what did you feel about the movie?
Amazing. I mean, so what works for me in a movie is emotion, and it was a lengthy movie, lengthy-ish. And I thought that it might not, hold my interest, but the emotion was so right that it just took you, with it.
With it, right? Yeah. Even I agree with you. I think I actually have. You haven't seen Forrest Gump, right? Yeah, so I think
don't judge me.
Yeah, he went on with a. It's actually a good thing. I don't think people are going to judge you. It's actually a good thing because you went in with like a fresh perspective. So you didn't feel that the story was like alien because Forrest Gump is as American as it can get.
No, I think they adapted it so well that I didn't even know that. If you hadn't told me that Forrest is an adaptation, I wouldn't even know.
That's beautiful.
It's a very Indian story.
Yeah, that's a beautiful part. Even I felt that actually. I went in with a lot of skepticism because I've seen Forrest Gump like a lot of times, and it's one of my favorite films. And I thought they should not have touched it. When the trailer came in, I didn't like the trailer at all. But then I think they've Indianized that the whole the emotion part, as you said, the beats, the whole journey that they show, right from the riots to Modi being there. I think that's a beautiful journey, and they've kind of picked that up very well. I think that heart of that story.
And the values, the unconditional love.
Yeah.
That once someone takes up for him, he stands by them for life. And love and brotherhood and peace. And
just simple. You were talking about the fact that, because he's slightly dim in the movie, the character that he plays. So his mother gives him a lot of advice, right?
Yeah.
And a lot of advice is very simple advice.
She tries to simplify it for him.
And he lives by that through his life.
I think we should all be dim.
Yeah, true.
It's easier, no?
It's easier, and it's just, I think we complicate things.
Yeah. Performances are great. Aamir Khan, of course, fantastic. Kareena Kapoor Khan was great.
Yeah.
I love Mona Singh also.
Yeah, Mona Singh was like complete revelation in this film, right?
I hung out with her in a couple of parties, and next time I meet her, I'll be like, please adopt me.
I also agree.
Very loving and very.
Yeah, I've not seen her for a long time, but so good. Yeah, but I have to admit, in a few places, the faces that Aamir Khan was making was getting a bit too annoying,
Love the background.
Yeah, and the songs, that was not there in the original. So I think that part, I think they've got it. And Atul Kulkarni wrote this in 12 days, is what I heard, and
it's beautiful.
It's
a must watch.
It's a must watch, yeah. So that's what you felt about the movie. But what do you think about this whole boycott Laal Singh, trend that is going on in Twitter and
without watching the film?
Without watching the film.
Like, how do you boycott something without watching it? I don't get that.
Yeah, but I think the reason why they want to boycott it is because of something that Aamir Khan had said pehle, and it's
7 years back.
Yes.
And that also was, I feel like if I come to your house and say that the house is dimly lit, will you throw me out or will you turn on the light? If I'm feeling fear or whatever, you gotta reassure me, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'll sit you down and say, why do you feel that way, and and tell you that, okay, don't worry, I'll do something to help you, maybe put the lights on or put the curtains on, etc.
So that's what we need to be, an inclusive society.
True.
The second thing is, I think people get confused with the characters that actors play. So, for example, if Aamir Khan is playing an alien in PK, and on account of that he says something, the character says something. It's not he who's saying something.
Yeah, because
so people should be clear that this is the actor, this is the character. Because if you're not clear, then every villain, every serial killer, every actor who's played a villain or a serial killer or a rapist or a murderer will be boycotted forever.
True, like Sonu Sood has played a villain in so many films, but I mean, in real life, he's quite a hero.
Quite a hero.
And we have the smartness to understand that this is this character he's playing. But when it comes to Aamir Khan, we're like certainly.
Yeah, I mean, come on.
Yeah, I think there's something else going on. Anyway.
Really?
So
Later.
yeah. समझदार को इशारा काफी.
मुझे इशारा समझ गया.
समझ गया. He's like Laal Singh Chaddha. Aho. I think Aho is going to be like a catchphrase.
Aho is awesome. You have to watch the movie.
You have to watch the movie.
Aho
what Aho is. Yeah. True. I think nicely done. But I mean, just taking that point a bit more, talking about it a bit more, the whole, it's not just boycott Laal Singh or boycott Aamir Khan, it's boycott Bollywood.
Yeah, yesterday I read this trending tweet, that hashtag that was like, boycott Bollywood completely.
Completely. I like how they specify completely.
Yeah,
it's
not partially.
Not partially.
Not in the morning.
Not in the morning, not in the afternoon, but completely.
Completely. They have this perception of the Hindi film industry that everybody's doing drugs and God knows what all, and a lot of nepotism and all. But the thing is that I know a lot of actors who will go home early, but they go home early, they won't have a drink, they'll get up in the morning and do yoga, but nobody will talk about them because it's not exciting to talk about that, right?
It's not exciting.
It's more exciting to say, this person, I think, does drugs.
Yeah. And see, it's part of society, right? So if your society has, has drug addicts, then Bollywood also will have drug addicts. If your society has nepotism, you guys work in a company, I mean, there's nepotism there and there's favoritism there. So it's just part of society. So
yeah, and considering what happened to Bollywood in the last 2-3 years with COVID, actors, singers, makeup artists, directors were not working. I think the hashtag now should be I support Bollywood.
True.
I support Laal Singh Chaddha.
Yeah.
You know, things like that. And positive hashtag, try it out. Everybody feel really good about it.
Yeah, and go watch the film, guys. It's a beautiful film. It's slightly long, but I think it is worth watching.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
definitely.
I think it was required. That length was required. And definitely watch it. Aho.
I mean, on the binge meter, you would rate it like binge-worthy, right?
It's beyond the binge.
Beyond the binge.
And after watching that, subscribe to my channel. Or before that also you can do that. Sharad's Boiled.
Yeah.
Good plug-in.
Perfect plug-in. So, since we have Sharad with us and he's a fabulous singer, we can't stop this conversation without you singing. Okay. So I'm going to put you in the spot. रियाज करना भूल गए. गरम पानी चाहिए. गरम.
उन्होंने अभी सब्सक्राइब किया होगा, वो अनसब्सक्राइब कर देंगे.
गरम पानी चाहिए.
So I sing 2 lines from कहानी.
Please do.
क्या पता हम में है कहानियाँ है कहानी में हम तरररम पम पररम पम 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 पररम करो.
Bum. It reminds me of the
scene.
Yashraj Mukhate. Have you seen that?
Yeah,
You Ranveer Singh. It's so funny. So okay, thank you so much, guys. Bye bye. Take care.
Enjoy the movie.
Enjoy the movie.